They call me Squirrel.
What's going on, Squirrel Squad? It is your boy, the Squirrel, and I'm back today with a piece that I've had sitting for a while. A lot of people have asked for it. I didn't even look to see if anybody else has done it to see if it gets through or not. I don't know. But this is Stewart Lee, Osama Bin Laden. Osama Bin Laden's a bit of a touchy subject for a lot of Americans, as you would imagine. The mastermind of 9/11 and just a real pain in the ass for us for a long time. And just a lot of bloodshed related to this man. But I am I'm a comic realist. I believe we should be able to laugh at mostly anything, and 9/11 is the one thing that is tough to even joke about for me. But I can joke about Osama bin Laden. Hmm? But we'll see. We'll see what this is about. I mean, I'm not gonna I'm gonna. I've been told it's hilarious, so I'm sure it is. So let's get it. It's Stuart Lee. Well, why not? Let's do it. Let's get over here. Let's put him up on the screen. Put me down in the corner, and let's get into this and see what Mr. Lee has to say about Mr. Osama bin Laden. Let's do it.
I was driving on the M4. It was the day Bin Laden was shot by the Americans, and there were all different Americans coming on the radio talking about what they thought about it, and it made me think what we like, collective groups of people, human society. Here's 4 real quotes by real Americans on May the 2nd, the day Bin Laden was shot. This first guy, he's called Thomas Cox. He's a construction worker talking in Times Square on Radio 4, and he said, "I made Photoshop pictures of the Statue of Liberty holding Osama's bloody severed head and handed them out to the crowd. It's payback." It's not, is it? The payback for Osama, surely, was being shot in the face at point-blank range. Thomas Cox's offensive collage, it merely adds insult to injury. Bin Laden was buried at sea, you'll remember. As Thomas Cox goes on, he says, "We should have mounted his head on a spike. I am hoping that the fish and the crabs are having a good..." That's never got a laugh before. I'm glad we came to Sheffield. After all, people found the combination of fish and crab amusing here in a way that no other British city has. It was worth it. But only down here, the people up there. With their fish and crab, who cares? He said, "There isn't time to improvise tonight, unfortunately. We're filming it, so I'll just move on." Otherwise, I could have got 10 minutes out of that fish and crab bit. Hello, Michael. Yes. Are you bringing the roadshow here to Sheffield? Yeah, fish and crab stuff. They love it. I basically go everywhere first and I sound it out for him. He ignores what I say. "We should have mounted his head on a spike," he said. "I am hoping that the fish and the crabs are having..." Second time. Yeah, only once though, only once. Don't milk it. Paul Tonkinson will sort it out for you. All right. "We should have mounted his head on a spike. I'm hoping that the fish and the crabs are having a good meal on his eyeballs." Now, it's a very apposite quote, that, because as you all know, under Sharia law, if a Muslim man is buried at sea, it is required that their body be protected from the attentions of fish. And I think it was that this Thomas Cox was alluding to there. If you've not seen me before, I don't think that. I think the opposite of that. Okay? That's one of the things I do. I make a very bold statement about something, but the implication is actually the opposite of... I'm going to do that about 6 times tonight. And then later on, about 9:45, I'll go on about something for too long.
That's me. I do that.
That'll be later, all right. Now, this next quote from an American called Stephen Reginella, again on Radio 4 in Times Square, and he said, "They should have brought Bin Laden's body here and hung it from the lamppost. In fact, they should have roasted him here, like a chicken. So he so he would have seen what it felt like. It's all over the place, that, isn't it? They should have brought Bin Laden's body here alive, presumably, and hung it from the lamppost. What lamppost is that? The New York City designated corpse roasting lamppost. Who should have done that? They should. Who are they? The New York City designated corpse roasting team.
It's one particular lamppost on the corner of First and First.
They don't do a lot of corpse roasting. Their duties mainly entail maintenance of the corpse roasting lamppost. Roast him like a chicken, so he would have seen what it felt like. There you are, Bin Laden on the lamppost, roasting, yeah. Can you see what that feels like?
Oh, man.
I can feel what it feels like. That wasn't a question. What if we hold this mirror up, full-length mirror?
Now can you see? Now?
Can you see what it feels like now?
Oh, I see.
I can see what it looks like. This is exactly the kind of unhelpful behaviour you would expect. Roasted like a chicken. Why? Like, we've all roasted a chicken at some point in our lives, haven't we? No need for this kind of frontier justice, is there? He didn't have any issues with chickens, did he, Bin Laden? It was the West that he hated, wasn't it? And our values, not chicken. Imagine if he had hated chickens, Bin Laden, and he'd applied the same level of firepower over a 10-year period to the eradication of poultry that he had to Western democratic systems. I'm not an expert, but I think we'd be looking at a very different global geopolitical setup. Again, the laughs are down here for that, aren't they? Down there, up there, people down here, people up there going, what are they laughing at down there? I'll tell you. I said, if he'd hated chickens, we'd be looking at a very different global geopolitical setup. And the people down here, I think, they just thought for a second about what that would be like. They imagined it in their own heads. I don't know what they imagined. Chickens on fire, I don't know. But the important thing, people's friends who've come by mistake, is they put in an extra bit of effort and they got more laughs out of that in their own heads. But you just sat up there, didn't you, going, oh, he's finished saying that. Then you had a little think, didn't you, about something else. Oh, the £90,000 for an apartment in the park. And then you went, oh, I wonder what he'll say now. But if you're sitting there, I'm not one of these guys, I don't act things out, you know, I just do the gag and I just leave it. And I walk away from it. I let people make of it what they will, you know. There's not, you know what I mean? To raise your game. This next quote from an American was on the YouTube. You've seen that, where the people film themselves talking. This was an American lady talking to camera. She said, "I so happy Osama be dead. I climb stoplight and show my two titties at the crowd. Everyone be cheering, everyone be whistling. I so happy Osama be dead. My titties be pretty big titties too. Osama, one holy motherfucker, but he a man. And I say, he'd got a kick out these hot titties." Word.
Wow. What was that?
This last one, this was on the YouTube as well.
Oh.
A chap running around in one of the big towns there, waving a flag. And he said, they should get Max Hardcore out of jail. Now, Max, I didn't know who Max Hardcore was when I heard this quote. He's a bloke that he's in violent American pornography. And I didn't know who he was, so I looked him up on the internet. And now I'm on the sex offenders register.
I thought it was a video game guy. Who am I thinking? I don't know who I'm thinking of now, but I thought it was a video game guy. That's what I thought it was, like a shoot 'em game. I don't know.
Max Hardcore. I thought...
Definitely not Googling him now, though.
He was just a very efficient builder. This is what this... They should get Max Hardcore out of jail to reverse cowgirl Osama's body on the White House lawn. Max would tear that Muslim faggot's dead body a new hole. Know what I'm saying? They should get Max to reverse cowgirl him on the White House lawn and FedEx the tapes to his family, saying, "Look at this, you gay cunts."
What?
Fuck with America, you are fucking with God. Prepare to have your assholes ripped open.
The person who wrote that, or who said that on YouTube, has got some issues.
I know, it's amazing quote. Now, I don't think it's fair to make hard and fast generalisations about a whole society based on just 4 random quotes. But if I was going to do that, I'd say, what do we learn about America from these 4 quotes? It's obsessed with its own blind patriotism, with its own religious fundamentalism, with sexualised violence, and there's a weird homophobic undercurrent going through some of those quotes as well. Interesting thing about those 4 quotes. The second interesting thing about those 4 quotes, I think, is that of those 4 quotes, only 2 of them were made up by me. Such is the depth of your blind anti-American prejudice. You've got no idea which ones they are. You go, no, they could all be true, Stewart. If they're not, they should be, because that's what they're like.
Well, that was Stewart Lee. I got to say, kind of ended kind of abruptly there, but that was funny. I mean, it was really funny. It was kind of like, ooh, very shock factor. I don't think that if 2 of those were really made up, I would say that they were the second and fourth ones. Anyways, that's what I'm guessing. 2 and 4 were the ones I thought were the preposterous ones that he might have made up. But then again, with my luck in my country, those are probably the real ones, more than likely. Who knows? The lady, I don't understand what the lady wanted to whip her boobs out for. Whatever. Hey, you know. I mean, as a guy, I got to say, whatever, you know, however you want to protest, honey, you just do what you got to do. But seriously, yeah, people lost their damn minds when it was almost as much as, or is equal to as much as people lost their minds when OJ got freed. When OJ Simpson walked, everyone was like, first everyone was confused. Everyone sat around like, so back on Monday, right? Monday we go back in, and then that's when they're going to sentence him, or no. That's it. He got off. Oh. And then like 5 days later, people were pissed about it. With Osama Bin Laden, people just hated him for a long time. He tried to bomb the World Trade Centers 20-something years ago, or longer than that now, 30-something years ago now. They tried bombing the basement and taking him down. It didn't work. Anyways, enough of Osama Bin Laden. I want to talk about Stewart Lee. I thought he was really funny, great guy, great comedian. I mean, I don't know if he's a great guy. He might be a piece of crap. I don't know. Hopefully he's a great guy. But really funny bit. I like how he kind of went all over the place. The fishing crab thing. You know, there it is right there, right? Like just a good comedian, good comedy. You know, taking it, leading them one way, walking the other way with it, coming back, circling around. Awesome. Good piece, funny stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Something a little different to throw out there, you know. I love comedy, so glad I was able to do it. I'll catch you guys real soon. Be good, all right? Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I'll catch you soon. Squirrel out.